It is time for a Leo new moon. Welcome in, everybody. Who doesn't love a Leo new moon? Maybe I'm biased. But we are here to help you set your intentions for the next lunar cycle. If you got your tools for tonight, then you have some really beautiful flash tattoos and some face jewels to adorn yourself. And we are going to be making a potion tonight in the cauldron of possibility. So welcome in. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I'm so happy to see you today. It's Jolie's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. If you're new, welcome in. We're so happy you're here. Please make sure you subscribe because we do really fun, I think, free new moon and full moon ceremony every single month. And it's always different. You know, we've been doing this for 12 years. We're actually celebrating at the end of the month our anniversary of full moon ceremony. And we really try to keep it interesting and exciting, but also make sure you understand sort of the basics. Why do we gather at the new moon? The new moon is all about new visions, new creations, right? When the sky is dark, that's when our ancestors had to go within. Look at all of you all over the country and even all over the world. So welcome. We hope tonight is a really magical experience for you. Cheers, 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 everybody. All right, so with no further ado, and by the way, we are charging some stones for you tonight. Is everything okay, Alexis? I always, okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, we're all good.
All right.
This is
Up here if you need it.
Team SG is on the scene. We are charging tonight some really incredible pieces of quartz known as Satyaloka quartz, which comes from the area near the Satyaloka monastery, and it is very sacred. It's one of the Synergy 12 stones. It's almost impossible to find. I'm holding on to this little piece, and I've got, that's actually everything we have. So if you did not go to sagegoddess.com today, your code, actually, Karen will have to tell you your code. I said it earlier and I can never remember. I think it's Luna for 22% off. But if you didn't get Satyaloka quartz already, if you know, you know, it's one of those things. It's one of the Synergy 12. And like I said, they're all here in my space with me, charging up under this gorgeous new moon energy. So, but don't leave yet. You can go get that when we're done. But I'm glad you got one too. I'm going to be probably in a very deep, intimate relationship with this piece for quite a long time. So we're excited about it. Okay. Now, we also have worksheets for you. So if you are new, we always make these as a gift to you at every new moon and every full moon. It tells you the stones, herbs, and oils to work with, gives you some good journaling questions, and a space to write out your intentions too. Talks about what happens when the moon is transiting Leo. How many of you, get ready for like the drum roll, how many of you have your moon in Leo? It's a lot of you. And it's funny, I am magnetized to Leo moon people, even more than Leo sun. And I think it's because sometimes you have a calm, cool exterior. Like you might be a Virgo sun with a Leo moon. You might be an Aquarius sun with a Leo moon. But underneath that calm, cool exterior, you know, I'm a lion up front. I'm Leo sun. So what gave it away, right? You look up Leo in the dictionary and there's a picture of me going. But you guys, Leo rising and Leo moons, we got nothing on you. So we love you. We're celebrating you tonight. And if your moon is in Leo, you're feeling tonight in a big old way. So we're just really happy to have you here. Cheers and cheers and cheers. Okay, so what are we doing tonight? Well, I'm really glad that you asked. We do still have a few of these at sagegoddess.com. I have to tell you, maybe it's weird of me, but I get really excited about magical tools. I've been practicing the magical arts, whatever you want to call it, since I was 15 years old, and I just turned 50 about a week ago. And so all my life, I've always been drawn to the history and the mythology and every spiritual tradition and what it has to offer. I thought it was the coolest thing that we had these brass cauldrons made for you with real moonstones. all the way around at the 4 directions. I just think it's the coolest thing. So if you missed the tools for tonight, this was the centerpiece because we're going to be mixing a potion together. If you don't have this cauldron, you can mix your potion in whatever cauldron you got, honey. So thank you for the belated birthday wishes. It was a wonderful birthday. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to be taking this, and then we have our Cauldron of Possibility potion. This is your base oil. So it's your jojoba, almond, and apricot. And almond is for prosperity and good luck. Did you know that? And apricot is for healing, and then jojoba is for restoration. Jojoba is really good if you're recovering your strength, your energy. Maybe you've just been through a lot. Jojoba is good for sort of bringing you back. And I'll tell you from a skincare perspective, one of the really cool things about jojoba is you never break out because it's the same texture as your skin's own natural oil, so it doesn't clog your pores. Little known fact. It's very, very good for you. And then what we're working with on top of that is your little dram of Cauldron of Possibility perfume. And I need to just pop the little cap off of mine. This is benzoin for prosperity, Litsea for manifestation, cinnamon, also for abundance, and sandalwood to take you into a deeper state of awareness. So we're going to blend this with this, and then I'll show you on the other camera the rest of the process. So, behold my cauldron. We also have all of these herbs that we're going to mix in. Now, you have choices tonight. You can make just a body oil perfume and not add the herbs to it, and use the herbs and make a separate incense, which I think would be really cool. Or you can mix them all together and let them steep, which is what I'm going to do. And then you can strain the oil. And so it will have not only the energy of all of those oils in it, but it'll also have all of the energy of the herbs. Rosemary, basil, everything that you see, safflower, passion flower, which again bring layers of protection and abundance and prosperity and manifestation because it's Leo. So that's what I'm going to do. And then what we did is we gave you a Lemurian quartz point and a spessartine garnet. This is one of the most powerful stones for sex and desire and passion you can work with. And Leo is nothing if it's not sex, desire, and passion. So these tools also came with it, and we're going to charge these with our intentions, and then we're going to place them in the cauldron and make our brew. Does that sound like fun? And then if there's time, I'm going to do some readings for tonight. Because you know me, I love a good reading. And again, we're so glad that you're here. Happy, happy, happy Leo new moon. So let us, with no further ado, begin by clearing the space. We always have to burn white sage or copal or Palo Santo or something sacred and holy at the moon phases, because there's a lot of energy that's moving, and we want to keep the energy space clear. Takes us back to our roots here at Sage Goddess 2. So just bringing that through your space. I always like to remind you, like, you know, bring it behind you as well, because energy gets stuck behind us, and so we got to bring it all the way through. And just setting the intention of clearing. Since you guys, some of you are new to what I do, and you may be new to practice as well. I always like to go back to basics. I love it when my teachers talk about basics. What do we do at a new moon? We do two things. Up quiz time. We clear out what isn't serving us, and we call in what we want to begin. That's what we do. This is the time of clearing. And I'm going to teach you a clearing technique tonight that I really have been working with in a profound way. And it's a visualization, super simple. You don't even need any tools for it. If you want to work with some good clearing stones, I like shungite, I like obsidian for clearing. I like, there's so many good clearing stones and filtering stones. I love Izurine for filtering out energy. But let's try this tonight. Just simple. Yeah? I'm going to open my circle. And if you're new, we're happy you're here. And hopefully you won't be new for long. We've been here for 12 years. We really have. Loving every minute of it. You ready? Let's call in our guides and guardians of the 4 directions to be with us this evening. With my drum that's bigger than me. It's my favorite. New moon drum from my beloved friend Velislav at Shaman Drums. And I want to just invite you to roll your shoulders back. The new moon is very sexy. It is. It's deep, it's mysterious. There's a void energy to it. You can almost fall in. Down the rabbit hole we go. So just take a breath. Roll your shoulders back. And let's call in the guides and the guardians of the East. New beginnings tonight. A cycle begins. We won't be talking about new beginnings again for a full cycle now. Mid-September, right? And then it'll be Virgo, which is lovely too. It's so different. So different. Much more grounding. This is your big one for manifestation. So if you've been trying to make something happen, this is your draw. This is your night. So thank you, guides and guardians of the East. We welcome you in. And then calling in the guides and the guardians of the South. That's element of fire. Passion, courage, transformation. Making it happen in the South. Welcoming in those guides as well. And then calling in the guides and the guardians of the West. Emotional healing, rebirth, renewal. So grateful to have you here in this space, Guardians of the West. And then last but never least, the guides and the guardians of the North. Grounding, patience. Standing squarely, right, in your space, taking up your space in the North. Trusting that everything is happening at the right time, the right place. We can welcome into the guides and the guardians of the element of spirit, ether, akash, serendipity, magic. Thank you for animating the other 4 directions and bringing us all together tonight over space and time. And together we say, Amen. Aho. So it is. So it is. Okay, now, I love when you chat with each other, and you are welcome to do that all night long. I'm a chatty chatterman too. But certain parts of this ceremony will benefit from your full and undivided attention. So let's do a little exercise together, a really good clearing exercise. It's also an alchemical exercise. It's really about transforming energy, and you'll feel better if you do it. This is a fun one to do. I have a lot of practices I do before bedtime, sending people's energy back to them and kind of, you know what I mean, like just releasing the day so that you sleep better. But this one is also really good too because it's more active. It's an active releasing, and it's an active transformation of energy that's really too dense for your body to hold it. So you ready? Shoulders back. And so what I want you to imagine is bringing your awareness to energies in your life that are dense and heavy right now. Sometimes you can, as soon as I said that, I felt where mine is sitting. Like sometimes you can feel where it's sitting in your body. You know, it's like, oh, that's in the hip, or oh, that's in the shoulder, right? Bring your awareness to that energy. Now, maybe you're not, as somatic, right? So maybe you don't have the full awareness in your body. You just know it's like this relationship with this person or this thing happening in your family or this work situation or a friendship or whatever, like just bring your awareness to wherever that density is sitting. Ask your guides to show you too. It's like a dip in the field. It's like, you know, like, where is it too heavy for me right now? Bring your energy there. And I want you to allow yourself just for a few seconds to really feel what that density is. Is it sadness? Is it grief? Is it frustration? Is it resentment? Is it anger? Is it, you know, jealousy or bitterness? Or what is that little pocket? And again, just gently bringing your awareness there so you can see it. And because we're in a circle together, what we can do, which is super cool, is we can actually liquefy that energy. So I'm going to turn mine a dark brown or black, and imagine that energy pouring now out of your field and out of your body. Just give all your cells permission to release it. Wherever it's sitting in your body or sitting in your home or wherever it is, just give everything permission to go. And I want you to just imagine liquefying that energy, turning it brown or black or whatever color you prefer, and just watching it pour down into the center of the earth, which is the most powerful source of transmutation, right? Gaia herself she's like a, you know, repository, right? She's a compost. And you can't overwhelm our planet, right? Pachamama can hold it. So we're going to liquefy all of that energy that's too much for you. And you can watch the words go down: anger, bitterness, resentment, pain, sadness, grief, loss, blah, 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 whatever it is. Poopy stuff. And again, really visualizing it also leaving your body, leaving the space, just all of it just down into the center of the earth. And I want you to imagine that down in the center of the earth, there's a cauldron. And it's just liquefying and swirling and gathering into that cauldron of energy. This is a great visualization tool too. And now, magic doesn't happen because of us, right? I'm not the one here doing the work, right? You aren't either. It happens through us. We're not the guides. We're not God. We're not source, right? That's not our job. We are very human. So now we're going to give this energy over to a higher power tonight. And we're going to ask on our behalf and on behalf of anyone else who's in this little alchemical soup, whether you call it God, Goddess, Source, Pachamama, Gaia. I always say it doesn't really matter to me what you call your creator. Your relationship is private. But whatever you call your source creator, let's give this energy over and give permission. I'm just going to ask that everything that's too dense in my field right now is taken and transformed into divine love. And love has lots of different meanings and interpretations. And you may say, well, I don't want to take anger and give that person love. They made me mad. Is it better for you to sit around with the anger? Not working for you? My teacher always says that to me. How's that going for you? That, you know, I'll just sit in my anger stuff. Really? It's working out? No, it's not. It's not good for you. So, Great Spirit, God, Goddess, Source of all that is, Divine Creator, I give this energy to you. It's too much for me to carry. I ask that you transform it into something usable. Transform it into divine love, gratitude, things that nourish me and the planet and the people in my life. Because the more I give, the more I receive. And because the lighter my energy is, the freer I become and the more quickly my body can heal. So thank you for taking this dense energy. And you can literally visualize it like turning from brown to this iridescent kind of like, you know, this iridescent kind of sparkly crystalline cauldron now of light, almost like an apophyllite crystal or like something just glimmering and shining in the distance, right? Just imagine that kind of just simmering. And now we're going to ask the guides to pick up that light of energy, that ball of energy, and redistribute it back to its sources. That includes you. That includes anybody who's involved in the dynamics or the relationships. And may you feel and may they feel this divine wave of love. They may not even know where it's coming from, and the reality is it doesn't matter. What matters is it returns everyone to a state of equanimity, right, where we can really be at peace with what is. May all beings be filled with love, and may everything that's too dense be released with ease. Amen. Aho. So it is. Pretty cool, right? Do you feel a little bit of like a lightness? See if you can find that pocket then again of your, like, wherever that was stuck. A little hop tonic cheers, my Earl Grey tea. See if you can find that pocket and see if it doesn't feel a little bit like clearer now, right? I'm telling you, energy work is the foundation of physical healing. Every ache, pain, issue in your body started as an energy. And yes, it's great to have Western medicine and all of the wisdom that we have. I love Western medicine. I really do. I'm a huge proponent. But man, if you don't heal the energetics, that shit'll show up somewhere else. It'll go from here to here or up here to over there or whatever. Like, it's, you gotta get to the root, honey. So let's burn something together. We have our little candle, which I think is such a sweet little Leo, little homage to the queen in each of us. Yeah, so, and it's interesting because my new book, which by the way, it's back there, Crystalpedia, it's available for pre-order. Thank you so much to all of you who have already pre-ordered it. There's going to be gifts if you pre-order, by the way, so as soon as you pre-order, get ready. We have stuff coming for you in a couple of weeks. But I wrote about my addition to the Synergy 12. So the Synergy 12 was a concept that the authors of the Book of Stones created. It's like the, you know, for the last decade, it's been kind of like the ascension stones that we work with. And what I've tried to create in Crystalpedia is called the Activation 11. It's like my addendum to, so once you have the Synergy 12, what are the next ones you need to be looking for? So stay tuned. And yeah, and thank you in advance for pre-ordering Crystalpedia. Pre-ordering books is really important for authors. It tells the publisher that the book matters. I never knew that until I started to become an author. I always thought, oh, I can wait till a book is released, but you really do something beautiful for authors when you pre-order their books. It's a huge source of support. So now I always pre-order people's books. I'm like, no, I'm on it. Add to cart. And I'm glad you're excited about it. Okay, so what we're going to do now, get your crystals, honey. This is the intention part, right? We just cleared a bunch of stuff. Great, right? We did, as my teacher says, we roto-rootered it. Cleared out some pipes, which is always nice to do. And then we have to, you know, the universe abhors a vacuum. That's a principle from physics. So whatever we remove, we want to replace. We want to release energy, and then we want to fill that space with what we want to build or create, what's new. You feeling good? I'm so glad. Yeah, take a deep breath there. It's nice, you know. This ceremonial time is yours. This is your time. And I know life gets busy and kids and jobs and parents and all the things you got going on, but I hold this space specifically for you because I believe in the power of it. Sage Goddess was actually created at a new moon ceremony 13 years ago. It was my new moon intention. I didn't know what it was going to be, but if you think new moon intentions don't manifest, I would really encourage you to reconsider that perspective. I've made some fun stuff over the years. Okay, so first we're going to take our Lemurian quartz. Quartz is highly programmable, meaning it's the best crystal, honestly. It's accessible, it's affordable, and it's programmable. It holds a vibration and an intention. So you take your left hand and you put your crystal in your left hand and you cover it with your right hand. And I want you to close your eyes. And I really want you to ask yourself, Leo's like, let's just do it. Leo's fearless and like courageous, and it's kind of an effort sign. You know what I mean? Like, don't let stuff hold you back. That's the part of my Leo spirit that I really do I am glad I have it, because I'm sort of a risk taker. What do you really want? Like, what would just fill your cup? What would shift kind of everything for you if you had it, or you could feel it, or you could experience it? And honestly, I don't care how realistic it is. If everything we manifested had to be realistic, I mean, that's just not how it works. So I'm going to close my eyes and think about mine. And then your breath is really magic. Did you know that? It's your life force. So I want you to visualize blowing that energy over your crystal. You can also use saliva. Breath doesn't look as weird to strangers. I mean, not that it matters. I'm really beyond that, but if you're still thinking about, well, it looks kind of weird to do that. Like, why is she over there, like, licking her crystal with this lady with purple hair? It gets weird. So let's put that in our cauldron. And then you should have your garnet. This is going to infuse and actually potentiate, activate that quartz with additional energy of passion and desire and creativity. So I just want you to know you don't have to do anything with this stone. This stone is the little, like, it's the spark. It's like, all right, let's go. And add that. Let's turn up the heat, baby. Yeah, honestly, at some point, maybe it's because I'm 50, I don't care anymore. It's like, you know, oh, I'm weird. How crazy. Had no idea. I thought I was so normal. Okay, so I'm taking off my sari ribbon, and I'll give you some ideas. Don't ever throw this away. These little sari ribbons are just, I love sari ribbon. So it's upcycled, and it's magic, and it's silk, and it's, you know, it's a living fiber. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our oil to the cauldron. As you pour, I do everything ceremonially, so as you pour, it's always clockwise. And we're just imagining, you know, it's also bringing the element of water, so we're creating flow around everything we want. And we're just opening doors tonight. Open, 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 open. Everything comes to me with ease and grace. I am always in the perfect position to receive my desires. I trust in the timing of the universe. I surrender what I think is the right outcome, and I just trust that everything will unfold in perfect time. I'm here to enjoy the journey and be a blessing and be blessed in return. On and on and on and on and on and on. Yay. Okay, now your little essential oil blend. Again, it's nice just to bless it. You can put just a little bit, not too much because it's not diluted, but just a little bit at your wrist to bless what you make, and a little bit at your third eye to bless what you know, and a little bit at your feet to bless what you do, and then again clockwise. Thank you, thank you, thank you to this divine and abundant universe that has more than enough resources to fulfill all of my wishes, and yours too, because there's enough for everyone, and I am already excited about what is ahead. Amen, aho, and so it is. And just keep talking. Seriously, this is all the language of manifestation. It's all available to me. There are no limitations. The only limitations are the ones I believe are there, and I surrender any idea that there are limitations in this universe, because I know this universe is abundant and expansive, and I have evidence of that. And I know that I can have everything I want, and so can everybody else, because there's no limit to the abundance of this universe. Look at nature. If you're a talker. Yeah, and we talked about the ingredients and the oils at the beginning. If you missed that, Karen can probably just give you a little quick recap on the ingredients. But it's all like abundance, manifestation, fire, courage, all the good things. Now, like I said, I'm going to add in my herbs, and then I'm going to strain my blend. So, because I want the added energy of all of these herbs, which are super big magic. You also don't have to strain it. You can just keep this bottled with all of the herbs in it as a potion. You don't have to strain it. I'm not putting all the herbs in, and by the way, it's kind of fun just to keep a little extra for your apothecary, right? Basil, not only good in cooking. I made bread yesterday with my students, and we put basil in there. Really good for abundance of financial sorts. And so let's just call in some wealth tonight. Bring the wealth, honey. Really nice Lakshmi vibration of basil too. Passion flower. Passion flower. Really important for enhancing your psychic gifts. I find it's very helpful for discernment. My intention always with passion flower is just show me the way. When it's unclear, show me the way. Open the road. Road openers. We put safflower in here because it strengthens you. It really does. Makes you strong. Yay! Now look at all of our birthdays coming up. Happy birthday. Rebecca's got one coming on Sunday. I love that. Happy birthday to you. I hope it's a beautiful day for you. So just, yeah, bring it. Strength. Hold me up, universe. Show me where to go and make me strong enough to get there. It's also just pretty. I mean, look. And then we have wormwood. Oh, wormwood. Oh, wormwood. Wormwood is opens up all the channels. It's actually in certain forms and in certain quantities, it is very much a psychedelic. Very good for accessing past life wisdom and awareness. Definitely takes you to what I call funky town. It's a very technical spiritual term. The fun zone. So open it up, wormwood. Let's go to a new place. Let's see new visions and new possibilities for ourselves and each other. Rosemary, keep the path safe and sacred. Kelly's 58 today. Girl, you make it look good. I know. Suzanne's got a birthday coming up on 8/25. Shannon was right after me. Happy Leo sister birthdays to you. I know, look at that. I love it. Happy birthday to all of you. All right, let's keep the path safe and sacred. That's always Rosemary's job. Again, also good in bread. Also good in pasta. And then last but not least is calendula. I love calendula so much. Calendula is for happiness, but it also honors the ancestors. And one of the things I'm really working on right now is trying to understand the challenges my ancestors faced, and how in my own work I can not just avoid those challenges or learn from them, but also really honor them in a beautiful way. It's like, thank you to all of you for paving the path for me. May I walk in those big footsteps with courage, you know, and in a way that would make you proud. Sometimes I don't know how proud they are. Sometimes I think they're very proud. All right. How does that smell? Probably pretty good. Oh, it smells really good. So, if you have a little ritual spoon, you can use that. This is just one that we've had at Sage Goddess before. Otherwise, use your finger 3 times. First, stir around clockwise is to honor the past. May everything that comes to you bless and heal your past. And then the next is for the present. May everything that comes to us be appreciated in the moment. And then the final stir is the future. May everything that comes to us be a blessing for our steps ahead. Yes. Aho. And then, like I said, I'm going to let mine simmer and steep, and then it's going to go right back into this botella right here. See that? So that's why we gave this to you. It's both the holder of the carrier oil blend, but it's also meant to be the container into which everything goes back once it has steeped and mixed and all of those things. So you can either use your sari ribbon once you're done, tie it 3 times, say your blessings again, and then keep this. Or the other thing I like to do, because I just think it's cute, I'm a little extra. Let me see if I can do it over here so that you can see. I like to tie it around my my little cauldron. Because look how cute that is. And you can anoint this with the oils and then also say again another prayer or blessing as you tie it. And it's just a little, it's extra. I'm gonna let mine steep for at least a few days. And sometimes I let them steep longer. I will kind of feel my way into it. You do want to bottle this back up, I would say, by the next new moon. And it will keep. And then strain it before you bottle it would be my recommendation. But again, you don't have to strain it. You can certainly put it back in the bottle with all the herbs in it. And you'll probably have a little bit more than you started with, right? Because now it's heavier, it's got the herbs in it. So you'll have some to share, which is pretty cool. Now, for the final step, I do want to take a little bit of the steeped version, my index finger. And again, just using it. This is a body oil. I mean, holy smokes. You should be massaging yourself and someone special. It feels so good because again, apricot oil and almond oil and jojoba oil, your skin just soaks them in. It's good for your cuticles. It helps with the signs of aging on your hands. I mean, it's just like, tell me what it doesn't do. So again, a little bit of my third eye to open all the psychic channels for my awareness, growth, and development. A little bit at my wrists for what I do and blessing my actions. And then a little bit at my ankles too, to bless my steps. Amen, aho, and so it is. And then what I'm going to do too, just because it's fun, just to show you how to charge crystals. So I'm going to take just a little bit of my potion here. Again, just on my projecting hand. Your right hand is the hand you use to send energy. And I'm just sort of going around and touching these pieces of Satyaloka just to send and infuse the energy into all of these crystals. And when we're done, I'll turn them over and do the next slide. So I'm just setting the intention that everybody who receives these crystals will be blessed by the energies of this new moon. It's really cool. We brought them all up here so that they would all be part of the fun. And you can go down the rabbit hole of Satyaloka quartz. It's I will tell you, the price is crazy. The fact that even the biggest pieces are under $30 is insane. And it is the real deal. So I hope if you want one later you can get one. Because I kept a piece. It's my little piece right here. And hopefully you smell divine. I have to say I'm sort of intoxicated with the scent of everything that's here too. And it's so much fun, isn't it? For me, living and leading a ceremonial life, you know, if you, especially as you get to be my age, a little bit older, you can become cynical. And it keeps me from feeling that way. It keeps me feeling inspired. It keeps me connected to nature, right? I'm always watching where the moon is in her phases, remembering that I go through phases too. I get full and empty, right? That what becomes empty in your life will fill up again. That's just how life is. It's cyclical. So for me, leading and living a ceremonial life and sharing that with all of you online as we have for more than a decade is, you know, people always ask me, like, what's sort of the cure for cynicism and depression and, you know, energetic cures, right? And for me, it's about, first of all, having a really great community. I mean, this wouldn't be what it is without you guys. So thank you for being our extended family. We really feel that way about you guys. And if you're new, hopefully you'll kind of connect with that vibration too. And then it's about remembering that everything can be done in a sacred way. And it doesn't require so much output or energy. It's really just about intention, right? So I'm going to pull some cards. Yeah, Yeah, I will be putting it back in the bottle once it's done. I just want to give it a little bit of steeping time. And again, that's going to be your intuition that tells you when it's ready. And then keep the rest of your herbs in your little apothecary. Get some cute jars and yeah. So would anybody like a new moon reading? You know, these cards, by the way, and your next set of cards, I believe, comes, doesn't it, with the next set? Or when is the next completer set? I don't know.
I believe it's the next.
Yeah. So we keep adding to your deck. And kudos to Alexis and TMSG, who are intimately involved in designing these cards. They're gorgeous. And it gives you like a keyword, which is what I love. You know, I love, like, give me a punch, right? What is the, if I have to focus on one thing at this new moon, what is that medicine?
I would like a reading, if you don't mind.
Would you like a reading?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Never actually asked for one.
Come on, Alexis.
Woo woo.
Okay. So for Alexis, what should she be focusing on at this Leo new moon? Change. Well, how about that?
Very interesting.
Make changes and choices from a place of trust so that you can move forward in truth. And it's, you know, it's the chrysalis. I mean, I don't have to tell you, she memorized these cards in the process of making them. So she's like, it's the chrysalis. But yeah, I like that card for you.
I just chopped off all of my hair this morning, too. Well, not all of it,
But yeah,
a big portion because it was dead.
yeah, it does look beautiful and healthy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's an interesting card.
And today's a magical day too for you, so yeah. Well, that was fun. When I get to go in house. All right, Jackie C would like a card. Hi, Jackie. So for Jackie, what should she be focusing on in this next cycle ahead? Initiate. I love that word. Take the initiative, bravely explore, and don't be afraid to embody your full authentic self. We talked about this before. Leos don't care. We probably should care more than we do, what people think. Okay, Elisa Aparicio, it's good to see you. It's been quite a while. All right, so for Elisa, let's see what you should be focusing on in this next cycle. Analyze. That's going to take us to the next new moon in Virgo when we'll overthink everything and get to healing. So it says, are you truly seeing things for what they are? Take a closer look at a situation you're confused about. There may be an answer you're not aware of. Interesting. Brittany LG would love a reading. Never had a moon reading before. Hi, Brittany. Brittany, what does she need to focus on at this new moon? Liberate. Freedom. If you love something, even yourself, set it free. Hard AF to do, but it's true. All right, Steph has a birthday on Saturday. Hi, Steph Prasinski. Happy birthday. What does Steph need to focus on at the next new moon? Steph. Surrender. Let it go. It says, surrender to what is, let go of what was, have faith in what will be. Beautiful. Stacy Bond would love a card. Her husband is having some health challenges. So thank you, Stacy, for being here. Stacy, what do you need to focus on for you these next couple of weeks? Teach. Don't be afraid to share your wisdom with the world. Those around you will benefit from your knowledge. I like that for you. Where am I going next? Vicky Payne, what do I need to know? Let's do this, Vicky. Vicky, what do you need to know that you don't know today? Give. Generosity never goes out of style. Before you receive, you must first learn to give. Share your blessings with the ones you love. Isn't that true? Marie Clarkston would appreciate a reading. Thank you, Marie. Marie, what do you need to know that you don't know right now? What do you need to do? Act. One foot in front of the other is what's coming to me. Ask for what you want and need and respond with courageous action, especially when you're afraid. That's what tonight's kind of all about, though, right? It's like asking for what you want and what you need. And sometimes that's hard to do because in our society, we're not really trained to do that. Let's see. Miranda, Durham. Wife and I could use a card. We're grieving a lot right now. All right, Miranda, what do you need to know right now for the next cycle? Miranda. Hope you enjoyed that releasing part tonight because that's probably really good for you. Perceive. Are you looking at the situation in front of you objectively or through a filter? Distinguish the difference between how you see things and reality. I like that. Jessica Schumard, today is her birthday. Leo rising, Leo sun, Pisces moon. Aren't you a ball of wax? Man, because under all that fire, you are like deep, honey. She's like, I'm ready to soak up all the new beginnings with love of reading. All right, Jessica. Initiate. And don't let that Pisces moon talk you out of it. That's probably what happens. Your Leo sun and your Leo rising are like, let's do this. And then your Pisces moon is like, well, I don't know, it could go really bad. Let me imagine all the ways that wouldn't work out. Also, though, it could go the other direction where you're super dreamy. You know? Could kind of go either way. Lisa Price, her birthday was yesterday, the 15th. Happy birthday to you, Lisa Price. Let's see what you need to know, Lisa, in the next cycle ahead. Change. Get in the chrysalis. Make changes and choices from a place of trust so you can move forward in truth. Love that. Okay. Ashley Morgan would adore a reading. You're so welcome. Hi, Ashley. What does Ashley need to know that she doesn't know right now? Ashley. This Leo will take this any day. Sensualize, slow down, close your eyes, open to pleasure. Let yourself get lost in the moment. I never do this either, but I'm going to pull a card for myself. Sounds kind of like fun. I'm a Leo. This is a Leo moon. So Athena, what do I need to know right now that I don't know right now? My Libra rising is like, beautify. Let there be music, art, and flowers. Let beauty thrive in all spaces that you inhabit. Actually, beauty is, I did a ceremony years ago with one of my teachers where we had to commit to energy streams. It was a really cool ceremony, actually. And I chose beauty as one of my energy streams that I would commit to. And by that, I mean like a way of being in the world. And I don't mean beauty like a pretty face. I mean beauty like appreciating the beauty in all things. Because there's really beautiful things all around us. Sometimes we don't even stop to look. We're so busy and it's like, oh, that tree is blooming. That happened to me last week. That tree right outside our door is in full bloom. And I was like, watch me walk by. You know what I mean? And like, oh my God. So now it's a card for the collective. What do we all need to know that we don't know right now at this new moon? Everyone here, darling. So for the collective, what do you need to know if you're here right now? Everybody who's watching, all y'all behind the scenes. Could it be any better? Love. And it's the cats. Let go and snuggle up. The truth of love requires no effort. Isn't that true? It's kind of true, isn't it? Like, nobody has to come to me and go, you should really love smudge. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't have to work at that. How can you not love a handsome grandpa cat? Speaking of handsome grandpa cats, I guess my segue was nice there, huh? I'll talk to you about this in a minute. This is our Virgo new moon kit. You're gonna get a smudgy or a Bodhi Paxton lavender stuffed snuffy snuggie. We're so excited. It took us a long time to have this made for you. And they have their own jewelry. Don't go get that yet. We'll talk about it when we're done. All right. Well, that was beautiful divine guidance. I'll take it. I appreciate it. May the Leo fire burn brightly in your life, Leo or not. And happy birthday to all of my divine Leo siblings in the world. We're so grateful to have you here. Y'all bring it. You bring the fire. So let's just set those intentions on wings now, yeah? Most important part, I think, of manifestation is the letting go of the timing, of the how, the when, the where, the why. It's like, I trust you, universe. You got me here. So great spirit, God, goddess, and source of all that is, the higher power that runs this show, and all the cool kids, right? All the spirit guides and ascended masters and light beings. Take these dreams from us up on eagle's wings, angel's wings. We'll surrender to your timing, your way, your flow. We give thanks in advance as all these visions and dreams come to pass in perfect time, to full divine alignment with your highest good and the highest good of all beings on this planet at this time. And together we say, Amen. Aho. And so it is. Amen, aho, and so it is. My favorite moon phase. It really is, and it is sunset-y time. So there's a lot of magic in the field tonight. I'm really glad you were here to be part of it. So we are going to talk next month's new moon. They're so cute. You're either going to get a smudgy or a Bodhi Paxton.
A Bodhi Paxton.
Well, he looks like both of them.
A Paxton.
A Paxi. Right? Yeah. A Bowden.
A Bodhi.
Which sounds very official. We kind of took the Virgo, so the next new moon is in Virgo. It's coming up on Thursday, September 14th, and we're going to be setting intentions for health and wellness and healing. And what is more healing than the love of our furry friends? This is full of lavender and clay, yeah. So you can put it in the microwave and it will hold the heat. So it can literally be a snuggie, and it smells really good too. And it has a dream amethyst necklace. So if you get the Bodhi Paxton, you're going to get a little symbol, and it's all stretchy, by the way, so you can wear this as a necklace. It's kind of like a mala in a way. It doesn't have 108 beads, but it's stretchy. You can do whatever you want with it. But I mean, honestly, like, don't your stuffies deserve jewelry? It's a little indulgent. And then if you get your smudgy, you're going to get a little peace sign on your necklace. Plus you get your emotional support perfume, which, by the way, I just think the bottle is so absolutely gorgeous. Is that pretty or what? And it really does have all of your emotional support oils. Lavender for tranquility, balsam of Peru for gentle protection, vanilla, which is an aphrodisiac but also brings contentment. There is Pomarosa for emotional balancing. There's Camellia for stability and grounding. And then you're getting a stress ball that you can squeeze the crap out of. It has Sage Goddess in the front. Then you're getting the cutest little canvas of Bodhi and Smudge together. The Unlikely Friends. And Smudge looks horrified, which is pretty much actually how he always looks around the dogs. And then you're getting your emotional support candle, which we all love and we're kind of obsessed with, and it's beautiful. So all of these tools are at sagegoddess.com. Your code is Luna, am I right? For 22% off? 22%. And if you get your kit before midnight tonight.
Got it?
Yep. And by the way, during our ceremony, we're going to be working with the necklace and charging it and activating it. So that's going to be one of the activities that we do. So make sure you have that ready. Somebody who gets this tonight gets this supercharged, huge carnelian flame charged by yours truly at the Leo new moon. And there's no code or anything. It's just if you get your set by midnight tonight. And while you're there, you go get your Satyaloka quartz. I don't know how much is left. That will be something you will have to find out. And 2 other things. I'm so grateful you were here. Thank you for being here tonight. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We love having you, and that way you'll get all the updates when I post new goodies. Make sure you have pre-ordered Crystalpedia, which is my 4th book. You can find it on Amazon or wherever you like to buy books, everywhere around the world. And there's some gifts coming if you pre-order that are really fun. Little bonuses that you'll get, and that's coming in a few weeks. And thank you in advance for that. Really appreciate it. And may you be blessed by this new moon. It's super cool. We didn't have any weird eclipse situations. Energy's nice, direct, and clear. You really have until tomorrow to keep setting your intentions. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Writing them down is more potent. And that's why we give you the worksheets, which I have somewhere, but you don't need to see them. But we do have free worksheets for you that gives you a little space to write your intentions. Your handwriting is magic. It will always be. It's like a snowflake. Nobody has the exact same handwriting as you on the planet. And when you put pen to paper, something magic happens. I don't know exactly how, but that's why I believe. So make sure you write everything down. And thank you for being here. All right, cheers, everybody. Thank you to Karen and all of Team SG, who I think just did the sweetest, most awesome job on your next new moon kit. Be one of my favorites for a long time. And we'll see you very soon. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. We'll see you.